Sounds good. Sounds good.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. It's Cade York, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Crease here as he's past the 30, the 40, past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead in an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now it's Watson, a bootleg, rolling to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Watson off play action. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Chubb running right.
That's crazy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead.
That's cool. Is that the first one? The first one? I know how you... Okay. I got something for Nicholas Jamal Tubbs.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Yeah, I know it's not. You got Amari Cooper,
so I'll leave it at
Deshaun Watson.
As they kick it away.
Huh? Yeah, I know.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right away to where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Ultra, go Ultra.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Tua. He was one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ready?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Smash! Ready?
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Oh, shit.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Watson. This complete to David Bell. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Now Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And again it's Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. second and goal. Watson dancing to his left. Njoku
That's bullshit.
and he's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Green Jack.
Two and now on first down. Wilson's got it complete. And they get this up to midfield.
Okay, ready?
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
52. Ready?
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jeff Wilson, 50 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Damn! Whoa!
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Watson now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany.
Fuck where that nigga come from.
Down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Get the fucking ball!
Talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the team right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first start.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
This takes it at the goal line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that works just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run,
he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole they can't get out of.
They'll try and run the option. Surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. On the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mostert. And he will take it. Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down.
2 in one game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
10. 6. Member. Red. Cycle. White. Ready?
Here's Tua.
Fuck, I did not mean to do that shit.
And this
How the fuck can you catch that shit, bro?
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding Waddle, crossing the field and bringing it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Down to the 41. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late games.
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, 41 yards. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He stiff arms it. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get your set.
I think this is an interception.
First and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a little more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Ready, set.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw is Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now Tagovailoa. And he's caught on the sideline. He's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups. They could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now left side on the swing pass. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Watson to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
To throw is Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
I'm going to go for mine.
And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the play takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Son, did you just really spill all these damn chips on my board?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it over
That's
to
it.
Sanders.
There's no more chips on the board, bro.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last timeout.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins will take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close it.
This is intercepted. My goodness. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game...
What the fuck? Oh my god! How they didn't let me touch
You just have
that?
to be careful when you put
That
it in
was
the
a
air.
whole ass user
Now the
move.
Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
Put
As
the
he'll
in the
stop
back,
it
man.
with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's
Oh, that's
first and
being
10 from the 45.
There you go. What the
This
fuck?
pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears
Oh,
repeating.
yeah,
They are
every
struggling to
freaking
throw the
time.
football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
One last throw here for Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover.
You're gonna
It
bet.
only mattered to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as
And loss.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Arrowhead. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Yellow. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. but we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Browns!
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Handoff comes to Chubb. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. York now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1-1, ready?
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown, Bengals! One play in the end zone on a long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline and my coach said, so what in the scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not
What'd you
get
miss?
that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? Or I should say, covered well.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, good-looking return set up here. There he goes, left side. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here we go. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have retaken the lead. McPherson on for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The York on now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Faking the give. Now Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Here we go. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Here we go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm one, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On one, ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So we're going to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Got a man open. It's Chase. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On 1st down, it's Watson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now, think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third, Watson. Buying time to his left. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the air now with Watson.
That's complete to Bell over the middle.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And a powerful step arm, it frees him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Uses the stiff arm. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Here we go. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
On 1, ready?
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the...
You know, all I can say is that, again, he has spoken out against men and even before. And whatever punishment you would exact under these circumstances to somebody else is what he should apply to himself. But I'm
doing something even stricter just because he's the leader, you know, and he's the leader of men. So just to your point, not just what's enacted to a fighter, but maybe a little stiffer because he's the head. I just want to say a couple of things. They talked about being drinking heavily. When you're under the influence.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Miami. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Play action, now it's Tua. that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play.
Pursued and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A give running right is Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Chubb on the counter. They find some open field here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A give. This is Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. I think 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the offense first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the... Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Trouble, 38.
Now Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. This complete to David Bell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A solid stiff arm. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
York now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be...
This is caught at the 20! And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought, that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Down.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Santa Clara. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Purdy off the play fake. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. Shoves him aside. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Second down and goal. Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones from 8 yards out. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing?
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls
falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Browns have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down the 45-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Purdy now to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A field goal gets them the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The final shot before the break. Watson going deep here for Bryant. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Faking the give, now Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to... Just past the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's the option going right.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson going to take it himself. He juked him. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On the move to his left.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Parker, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 7 from the 20. They go play action here. Purdy.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On first down, it's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of and it's a fumble.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Second and 2. Purdy off the play fake. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Niners are going to